Hello guys, in this video I want to tell you 7 important points about Photoshop which is widely used in architecture, and you should use this technique to make your rendering perfect. You can add photo to your render. For example, in this render I add this photo to my render. For a better position I can transform it, usual transform it, or I can go to filter and I use vanishing point. Okay, for this photo I use the usual transform and hit the shift, small photo, and hit control and change the position like this. Okay, that's better. Okay, and hit enter. You can use this usual transform, or you can go to filter and use the vanishing point to transform this photo. And for a better result, you can change the blending mode, like overall overlay, or soft light, or hard light, or something else. If you choose one of them, you can change the photo like this. And I choose I think hard light is good, or multiply darken. I think darken is very good, and you can change opacity to a better result. You can add motion to your render. For example, in this render I want to motion this car. Okay, I choose the layer car, and I have a two-way for this motion. Number one, you can go to filter, okay, go to blur, and you can choose motion blur to motion car. You can increase distance or angle to better result. For example, in this case you can angle 0, or 0, and you can the distance change to motion this car like this. Okay, I think it's better. Okay, and this is the motion. Or you can number two, you can go to filter, you can go to filter, blur gallery, and choose pass blur, and you can draw this pass like this and change the speed or taper for better result. For example, I change the speed like this, okay, or increase the speed, okay, like this, and I can choose a taper for lower motion, or I can more motion for this car. Okay, I think it's better speed, lower, like this. And for this ring, you can choose a spin blur for this. I choose a spin blur, okay, and change the position like this, small, and you can increase blur angle or upper to better result like this. Okay, and that's it. Hit OK. Okay, and this is motion. This is motion for this car. Before and after. Okay, you can change the sky in your render. For example, in this render I want to change the sky. For this work, I go to Edit, Sky Replacement, and I can change the sky. Okay, there is some example or some case for a sky, like blue sky, specular, or sunset. Okay, you can choose one of them, okay, to change your sky. Like I want this, or I want this. Okay, and I change the sky. Okay, for better result, you can change the some setting for better result, like shift edge, fade edge, or brightness, temperature for better. I choose shift edge, and I can increase it. Okay, for fade edge. Okay, or I want to brightness lower, like this, or upper, like this. Okay, it's on you. Or you can change temperature to cold or to warm. I want to cold, like this, or warm, like this. Okay, and you can change a scale, like this, or increase, like this. I think is good. Or you can flip the sky. Okay, and you can change the lighting mode to a screen, like this, and you can choose multiply. You can choose light adjustment to increase, or upper lighting adjustment, and color adjustment, like this. And in this case, in this part, you can choose the new layer. This is called output to new layer or duplicate layer. I want a new layer and hit OK. Okay, like this. Before and after. It's too easy. You can make a personal brush. For example, I want to make this personage for this render or section play. Okay. For this case, you select. You can select this personage. I select the magic band and select the personage like this. Okay, and you can go to edit, go to define brush preset, and you can change the name, for example this, and hit OK. Okay, and you make a brush, you make a personal brush, and for use this brush, you can add the new layer. Okay, select the brush, change the color to black. Okay, and you can use this like this. Okay, for example here, or here, or here. And you can make a brush for something else, or for example a tree, grass, cloud, or anything you want. Okay, you can add rain into your render. For this case, you make a new layer. Okay, change the blending mode to screen, go to filter, and go to render fiber, and you can change this method to better result, like this and this, and hit OK. Okay, like this. and go to the image adjustments level and increase the level like this. Okay, and output level to middle point like this, and hit OK. Okay, for a better result, you can hit Ctrl T. Okay, change the position like this. Okay, that's it. And you can go to filter, blur, motion blur, change the angle to 50, and the distance pixel you can change to 7 and hit OK like this. And you can change the opacity, lower opacity to better result like this. That's it. It's too easy. You can add some light into your render. For example, in this case, I want to add some light in this photo. For this case, I want to introduce a very wonderful action to add light. Go to the action, okay, and I add a pop light and pop flare. I choose a pop flare, okay, and hit action. You can choose the sound file for flare and light to add like this photo. For example, I want to add like this, okay, place, and add this light. Increase the size like this and change the position and hit enter. Okay, like this. You can look at this new layer. You can choose layer and hit Ctrl G to group. Okay, Ctrl T to change the scale like this. Okay, and hit enter. This is before, this is after. You can copy Ctrl J, Ctrl T, and for this. That is very good. Okay, for better result, you can make a new layer, and you can choose brush, change the color to this, like this. Okay, increase the follow to 6 or 8. Okay, and sorry, increase the follow to 8, and you can some lights. Okay, or you can add a solid color like this. Okay, change the blending mode to screen or linear dodge. Okay, and change the mask, Ctrl I. Okay, and choose the brush, change the color to white. Okay, and you can add some light here. it's too easy. Like this, okay? And group this layer, and this is before and this is after. If you want your render look better, you should use the camera raw filter. For this case, you can go to filter. You copy this layer, Ctrl J, okay? Go to the filter, go camera raw filter, and camera filter you can change the temperature, thinness, exposure, contrast, highlight, or anything you want to look render better, okay? For this case, I increase temperature or offer for warm, like this, and you can change thinness to this. You can change exposure, okay? Contrast, like this. Highlight, shadow, okay? You can change texture, clarity, or the haze, like this and this. Okay, we can change vibrance or saturation for some color, like that, okay? Or you can color grading, use color grading for look better render. Okay. That is very good and easy. Like this, okay? And you can use a color mixer or curve detail to change the something and your render look better. And hit OK to change the render. This is before and this is after, okay?